What's up, Facebook? It's a little late. I know it's we got 8 o'clock on the East Coast, but I was committed to going live today, so I'm going live before I head home. And I want to address something really important, which is working with your existing sales team to make them better, right? You hear a lot about, I need to hire somebody new. This guy or this girl that I have, they're not really that good, right? They're just they're not cut out for this, right? They're not selling, they're not closing deals, they're not booking jobs, they're not doing their follow-up. So I want to share with you, a process of taking your existing team that you have and making them better, right? So, people will say, like, Louis, how did you have 60 sales reps at a time booking moves over the phone? And the answer wasn't always hire, get new, right? A lot of it was taking the people that we had, that we brought them in, and making them better, right? Bringing them through a process that I call enhancement training, where, you basically take the team that you have, you evaluate where they are currently, and then you make them better. I see we got a few people here joining us. Let me know who's here. Say what's up. I know it's a little late today, but I told you I was committed to going live and sharing some great stuff, so I want to make sure I got it in before I went home. And we're talking about the process of enhancement training, taking your existing sales team and making them better, right? Think about who you have right now. Think about whoever it is. I mean, maybe you think they're phenomenal. Maybe you think that, you need a whole new sales team, but whoever you have, that's who you have today. Right? That's who's on your team today. What's up, Luke? I see you. So what can you do to help make them better, right? So, part of what we teach in Moving Sales Academy, by the way, if you're not already signed up, you need to get signed up. Tickets are going quick. We're going to sell out early this year. I already see it coming. So, but, part of what we teach is enhancement training. And that process is taking your current team, okay, whoever they are, whoever your moving consultants are, whoever your sales reps are, and saying, all right, first let me evaluate them. First let me see, where they are currently today. What's up, Yuri? And, let me find out where they're at. We do that by going through a process using the moving consultant evaluation sheet, right? So what you want to do if you don't have the evaluation sheet is you want to actually just, make a list of all the things that you want your sales team saying and doing on the phone. And then you need to listen to their calls to evaluate those calls. So you're either going to do that in person or you're going to do that through recordings. But, you'll be surprised how many times we've had people on our sales team where, maybe at first they don't seem like they're going to be the next big, rock star of the company. But after working with them, after coaching them, after kind of, listening to their call and seeing where they're at, where they're not maybe going for a close, right? Like, in other words, they had the customer right there. The customer's like, asking buying questions and they're not saying the right thing to close the deal. Or maybe when they're asking the customer for a deposit, they get a little nervous and they clam up. Or maybe their tonality is off and they're not, enunciating their words, and they're not, showing any excitement when they need to show excitement and showing care when they need to show care. Simple things that can make a huge impact in your sales. Listen, I say it all the time. It's not that people are born great salespeople. It's that great salespeople just know what to say and when to say it and how to say it, right? So if you know that information, if you have that information, right, you're like, hey, these are our sales scripts. This is what I want my team saying. This is what I need them to do to overcome objections when a customer says, hey, I'm not quite ready to set this up. When you know and you have all that laid out in a sales process, it's very, very easy to go and listen to each and every rep that you have. Listen to their calls live, recorded. Either way, whatever's going to work for you, you need to be able to evaluate it. You need to be able to discuss that with them, talk to them about, what's the next step. and helping them improve, and then retrain them on that, right? Think about the time, money, and energy that it takes to go out there and find new moving consultants. And by the way, I'm not against hiring. I'm all for that. However, before we run out and try to hire and get new people in place and then run through the same thing again of they're not working out, they're not that good, and what we do is we just sit and pray and hope that, you know, we get someone that's like naturally amazing. Instead of doing that, why don't we take the team we have and make them better, right? It's one of the most powerful things you could be doing in your business. And I hear it so many times. I'm like, all right, well, what are you doing to help your current team get better? Your current sales team? And, most of the time the answer is nothing. So if this is something you start doing, if you start taking your team and coaching them and working with them and saying, let me hear what they're saying and let me, work to help them improve that, maybe role play with them a little bit. We go in depth in training and how to actually go through the training process, not only when they first come in, but also enhancement training at Moving Sales Academy or in the Moving Sales Academy online course. By the way, if you're not already signed up, click on the link, see the information on the tickets. We're going to be announcing the guest speakers either at the end of this week or next week. And we definitely are going to be selling out early this year. I could tell you that just by seeing the numbers and the way things are going. So don't wait if you're, interested in coming, get your ticket right away. But regardless if you come or not, all right, I'm just letting you know, it's like I can only go so in depth in a, live Facebook. That's why I do 3 days nonstop at Moving Sales Academy, because there's so much to dive into. But think about anybody you have on your team right now. What I want you to do is tomorrow, okay, I want you to go in and I want you to listen to 5 calls, okay? Pick one person and just listen to 5 of their calls. If you don't have your calls recorded, then you got to just listen to them from, sitting there, or be able to, do the whisper feature or barge feature on your phone and listen in and see what they're doing, what they're saying, all right? But you need to know what it is you're looking for. So before you do that, make a list. If you don't already have our Moving Consultant Evaluation Guide, make sure that you make yourself a list of what it is you want them doing, what it is you want them saying on every single call, and look for those opportunities. What you need to remember is this: if you have a sales team, they're an extension of you, right? Meaning, if you were a one-man show, you could take all the calls yourself. You could book all the moves yourself. And you might be great. You might say, you know what, I'll book them all, right? If I could get on every call and book all the moves myself back in the day, I would have loved to do that, but I knew there was no way that I could scale that way, right? So if you're looking to scale, you need people to work for you. And if you hire them and you train them and you bring them in, that's a costly process, right? So to bring people in and go, here's a phone, here's some leads, and you're either gonna, swim or sink, it's irresponsible as a business owner. We need to invest in our people, not just in hiring new people, but we need to invest in people that are already with us. I guarantee you, if I was to come into your company tomorrow and spend some time with your sales team, we can make them better, right? So you can make them better. Coach them, listen to their calls, find out what they're saying, what they're not saying, and make the adjustments, make the tweaks, right? We've done the math before. If you have, let's say you've got 2 sales reps, you've got 2 people on your team, and you might have 20, so do the math the way you want to do the math, right? But let's just be conservative here. Let's say you've got 2 salespeople, and we can get them to book an additional job. You could get them to book an additional job. You don't even need me. Take this information, and I want you to go and I want you to implement it with them, okay? You can get them to book 1 additional job a day by making sure that you listen to their calls, find out what they're saying and not saying, find out where there's opportunity for them to close more deals, and coach them. If you have 2 reps, let's figure this out. If you have 2 reps and you would get them to book one more job a day each. Let's say there's 22 days, working days in the month. We're not even talking about working 7 days a week. 22 days, 2 reps. That's 2 jobs a day. So was that 44 jobs a month? 44 jobs a month. Let's say your average, let's just say local moves $800. 44 times 800. $35,000. All right. So you tell me, I don't know who your people are, but I know if I came in there and I worked with them, all right, but you don't need me to do that right now. I'm telling you, go listen to their calls, go coach them. Don't just send them out with a phone and some leads to swim or sink. All right. Make sure you're giving them that ongoing training, that ongoing enhancement training, that encouragement, that coaching. Help them close deals, right? You want to get your team fired up. You want to get them motivated. Go out on your sales floor, pick up the phone, call someone that they're trying to work a deal on, take over that call, close that deal for them, watch them get fired up, all right? Listen, you don't need big numbers. We just did the math on what, if you had 2 sales reps and you were able to get them to do 1 extra job a day by making them better, by taking them through the enhancement training process. By the way, if you want to learn that process in depth, come and join us at Moving Sales Academy live, March 15th through 17th, Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to go deep for 3 days, nonstop. Every process you need, you're going to walk away with you'll get a full workbook with everything you need in it. All right. It's all there. You're going to learn it. All right. I'm trying to give you as much as I can now. I'm trying to give you some information that you could take, go back to your company and implement. And here's the main message of this whole video right now. And I wanted to make sure I reached you guys. I know it's late. I wanted to make sure I reached you before I went home. Don't let your sales team swim or sink. Don't give them a phone and go, okay, you're either going to be good or you're not going to be good. Spend the time, work with them, coach them, listen to their calls, right? And you'll be amazed at what you're going to be able to accomplish with that. All right. So spend some time tomorrow. All right. Go listen to 5 calls. Pick 1 sales rep. Listen to 5 of their calls. You're going to be amazed at what you hear. All right. But you're going to need to know what you're looking for. All right. So make your list. If you don't have our Moving Consultant Evaluation Guide, make your own list of what it is that you're looking for. All right. And listen, it's Monday. Let's make it a big week. Get the people you have to book more jobs. All right. Listen, hope this was helpful. Click on the link. Check out the testimonials for Moving Sales Academy Live. It's been producing major results for moving companies. I want you to be there with me. I want you to enjoy this. I want you to have the best year ever. I'll see you guys later. Make sure you go out there every single day, profit in your business, thrive in your life. I'll see you later.